Operation status quo. Operation status quo. Prepare to engage. Operation status quo. Ready to engage. Operation status quo. Engaged. Engaged. Oh, hello. I had the microphone up here. See that? Right in your face. You know what that kind of looks like? That's a little, oh my God. I was really ready to go. I'm going off already. My brain just works this way. I didn't think about this one at first, but look, if you go like this, all of a sudden it's like BBC right in your face. Oh my God. Is that what you people deserve from me after what's May 28th was the last time I was on? Oh my God. I crack myself up. I have to have fun. If you people don't want to have fun with me out there, I have to have fun with myself. Do I not, ladies and gentlemen? And obviously, if I relate this to BBC, obviously I'm having a little too much fun with myself. More so than I probably should admit. All right. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know. Are we having fun? I love you guys. Let me give you a little ding ding and a hello and a little applause. Hello. Hello, my beautiful people of the world. How we doing out there today on a Friday? It's a Friday. Hey-o. It's the first Friday of June, right? Yeah, it is the first Friday of June. Yeah, how about that? So isn't it crazy? I was just thinking about this, how quickly time has been going by overall. I mean, this entire year has really kind of gone quickly so far, getting up to June. And then I thought to myself, not only did we just get to June, it's already like June 7th, It's like I'm saying, we just hit June. Now it's June 7th, So you're probably aware that time continues to move forward and each day becomes the next day. But at the same time, sometimes when you reflect back and you think, geez, then wasn't it just Christmas or something? Now it's June 7th, which means actually we're pretty close to Christmas once again. So congratulations out there. Make sure you get your shopping done. Start early before the hyperinflation sets in. Hey-o. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Operation Status Quo. This is Operation Status Quo, in case I haven't said that. And in case you're not aware, because I don't know whether you know me or from any other goofy show that's online or not. I am Pete Palma. I am your user-friendly host. This is Operation Status Quo, the place where we observe the status quo of life, where we learn to flow with the status quo of life. And most importantly, of course, we create our own flow of quo, because that's the only way to go. And I love to say, what are you doing out there to create your own flow of quo? You don't have to give your life away to a world that is designed to basically kind of keep you down. But I don't even want to make it that heavy, because, again, this life is a playground in general, right? There's like all kinds of things that are happening all the time in all different ways. And it really is up to each individual to choose the path that's best for them, right? So it's not necessarily having to cast negatives on situations that we think are oppressive and such. It's just a matter of realizing those situations and then putting our energy in a different direction to, either mitigate or, I guess as humanity, if we can somehow overcome the whole thing and make life a lot more peaceful for each other, that would be wonderful if that's in the cards for humanity as a collective. But in the meantime, that's why we say here on Operation Status Quo to create your own flow of quo, because ultimately you are responsible for yourself. We are all responsible for ourselves. And we have the ability and the power to make the choices we want to make our life as good as we want it to be or as bad as we want it to be. That's up to you. That's the beauty of that as well. So today is the 7th of June in the good year 2024. And today's program, ladies and gentlemen, is entitled Go Fund Yourself. Yeah, go fund yourself, you son of a gun, you. Go fund yourself. Hey-o. Why don't we all just fade away talking about my generation? So I got this thought recently because and first and foremost, I want to make this clear, and this really relates to what I talk about here on Operation Status Quo, as far as the power to choose what you want to do with your life and on all that type of stuff. Our way our world has changed, and social media and everything else. There's a lot of the GoFundMe stuff that goes on, has been going on. And I'm not against. I'm the first person to say, I think the way our world is set up is really, I've been blessed. I was going to say this. I've been, as much as I don't like, my career job that I've had for the past, like, say, 16 years. I mean, I've been fortunate enough, that it has provided me, like, a steady check and all that type of thing, and able to, live my life day to day. I understand it's really hard out there, especially people with, families and such. It's a lot, to make enough to get by, especially the way the world is today and how our economy's falling apart, although people want to try to say it's not, but I mean, whatever, that's a whole nother discussion, but the truth is that's it is difficult for people. So I am not casting any type of anything for people who may or may not have, done a GoFundMe or anything like that. I really think each situation, just like anything else in life, is particular to its own, what's going on, and certain things warrant certain things at certain times, and et cetera, et cetera. But in general, what I've noticed, and I'm speaking more from like some of these, just some of the people I enjoy, watching on YouTube, or used to enjoy some of them, and not as much anymore. But just how they're always asking for donations. And this is two things. It's like shows that I watch on YouTube, and it's also like on social media, like Facebook and stuff. I see so many people who will, I'm not bringing up. I'm going to keep it very, very, non-specific to any, to protect the lives of the innocent, But there's a couple people I see on Facebook, that are like always saying, oh, it's been a tough month. If you can send me a few bucks or something, and I just like, I don't know. I am not adverse to helping people. I think we should all be I think we should all be a community. If we all, not to be over the top, but if we all pooled our resources together, and work together, we can all have so much more instead of competing against each other. But I understand, again, that's just not the nature of the duality, of our existence at this time. But when I see these people, like, and what it comes down to is I'm a person that just really believes in personal inner strength, to the effect of like, life is always going to knock you down, and you always just got to get back up, until you decide you don't want to be, in your physical entity anymore, and you decide to let your soul, dissipate out of the physical experience. But like, while you're here, I think all of us as humans, in this life have a responsibility to, try to, maintain ourselves, or do what we need to do to continue to, move forward, no matter, what happens. And I'm not saying that you can't get help from people here or there when things happen, but I'm trying to make it nondescript because I don't want to, point out anybody specifically, but, just saying like, something happens, like you have a bad day. Oh, I'm so sad today, or my dog is sick and you send me money. I mean, I don't know, like you decided to take on 10 extra dogs, you can't afford them. Now you're asking people for money. I'm not saying that's bad, right? I'm not saying that to help, not help, whatever, and then the other one that I was really thinking of is this, one of the truth people that I had watched for a long time, provides great information on, but, over the whole time that I've involved watching some of that stuff, this one individual was, always asking for, I'm working so hard for you, doing all this, I'm spending all my time, but, kind of like pressuring people for donations, which I don't know, I just don't understand it. Like, I'm doing this show. I know it's nothing, like it's not some groundbreaking something or other, right? It's just me talking, but I could easily put a Venmo or something like in the description box and say, oh, if you enjoy the content, feel free to send something to support the show or something like that. And maybe a couple people would. I have no idea. The point is, like, I'm not looking like for the same thing with the person, trying to educate people on some of the, just for lack of better terms, like, conspiracies and whatever mistruths we've been told as a population over the course of generations. People are trying to expose all that information and everything, and and that's great. But like, in a sense, like, you should be doing it from your heart, right? You're doing it because you want to help people, and not because like, oh, I'm thinking I might have to make a private channel now. I can't do it anymore. It's like, what's the difference? You're doing it or you're not doing it. I mean, like, and I'm a big believer in, even like this. Just say, like, if for some kind of miracle, all of a sudden I had like real viewership on this channel, I would prefer for the community to grow, and then for me to be able to have sponsors, right? And I'd be able to make an income based on, maybe encouraging people or sharing with people products that I believe in and I personally, use. I wouldn't just sell any shit. Like, I wouldn't let Coca-Cola, be a sponsor for this show or something, because it's poison, and I wouldn't want to do that to people. But, down the line, like, if the show was to grow, I'd be happy to take sponsorships and say, I appreciate it. Like, there's the one channel that I watch that talks about precious metals, and this gentleman has, multiple sponsors. I mean, he does take people give him super chats and donations too and whatever, but he's never asking for that stuff. The point is, like, the show's running. He built a community that was strong enough that he was able to show that and have people come in and support, what he's doing. Instead, like, what I mean is, like, with the GoFundMe stuff and the donations all over the place online. I mean, social media has become a place of, like, such laziness in a sense. Our society has already been dumbed down, like, like beyond whatever, and we everybody's become lazy and saturated with stupidity. I hate to be so harsh in a way, and laziness. There's been no fundamental values built in anyone of, like, to step up and take care of anything. And again, I'm speaking from a point. Listen, people, I am not judging anything. So I get it, and I could very easily be one paycheck away from doing another show that says please fund me, please. The next show will be please fund me. I was wrong, please. Heyo. But I don't know. I guess I'm always trying to send messages here of encouraging people, right? Like, to believe in yourself. And I'm not saying, like, help is not, like, warranted. I know people in my life that have excess funds in a sense, and I could easily, for like even this new project that I'm working on, which is coming soon, by the way. If you're out there and you've been following me, I got this new project that I've been talking about. It's coming in a couple months, a month and a half, something like that. So anyway, just hang in there. I'll be giving you more details on that. But I have to, kind of pay for some things to get things rolling. I could easily put up a GoFundMe page and say, oh, support my new creative endeavor, or I can maybe go to some of the, like, a family member or somebody that I know that and say, oh, you guys maybe help me out, I'll pay you back or whatever. But I don't want it. Because what it comes down to is, and again, I'm not criticizing because every situation's different. I'm just talking about the whiners of our world, the people, like, I'm sorry. I try. I really like to be friendly and kind with everyone. I really do. But, like, that internal self-weakness is, like, one of the biggest pet peeves I have in my life. Like, I just can't put it aside sometimes when, people are always looking at what is causing them not to be able to do something, or what the issue, well, if this, that, or, well, I can't because of this, and all that type of stuff. And the truth is, like, you can. And instead of living in the fear, say you have a situation, like even the person, I need a surgery for my dog, can you go fund me? And they put the little picture of the dog up. Who's not going to be like, that poor little puppy. Yeah, let's send some money to that for them. Anyway, suck it out of here. Will you please stop it? Anyway. Like the poor little puppy. But anyway, just trying to say, instead of, like, looking at it that, oh my God, I gotta, like, beg for something, or I'm scared because I need something and don't have it. Like, if you switch the thought process within your mind, then you become positive in a sense, right? And, like, if you believe in the abundance, I'm not saying that you're going to turn rich tomorrow, but, like, if you believe in certain things and believe in a certain way, the universe works with you to provide what you need. Like, God, if you want to, however you want to put it, it never gives you more than you can handle, and never puts you in a space, where you're meant to fail, right? So, it's really up to, that's why I go back to saying it's up to each of us as individuals to connect, to ourselves, to have our, inner power, and to believe in ourselves, and to, be able to overcome and, make things happen when things go wrong, because that's just the nature of this life. Things are always going to go wrong, people. Things are always going to go wrong, right? So you have to have the fortitude, to move forward. And I just want to finish this up by, I know I'm busting balls a little bit and joking and saying certain things, but, like, I understand each situation's different, and I'm not saying that GoFundMe should be, all right. I just want to try to, because I know there's a lot out, but, in general, the examples that I'm thinking of, too, especially the one individual, with the truth community stuff that, I don't know. I just kind of feel with that individual, I just feel like, man, like, you should, especially the way that person talks about all the, things he's done, and dude, I'm saying, and you're online, like, begging for money. I just, I gave up my whole life for and this happened in my personal life because of boo. And it's like, well, you made the decisions to do it, and that's all. I just think people should need to be, square with themselves. I don't think it's wrong to ever help someone or anything like that. I'm not like, putting people down for doing it overall. I just see like, a lot of it comes from, the place of weakness, and especially in the way our world's been designed today. People haven't been taught to, believe in themselves and such. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you believe in you. And that's what I really want you to do. And it doesn't mean you can't do GoFundMe. It just means, it just means like really be honest with yourself. And I'm not, who am I? I'm nobody. What do I know? I'm speaking to myself too. I'm speaking it to you. I'm speaking, it's to remind me too to always stay strong. And, I never ask for nothing. I don't want nothing from nobody. Whatever I do, I create in my life. And, if things come my way, it's because, I set myself up energetically in a way to allow things to align instead of, coming from a place of weakness. And just sometimes I feel some of the things I see through social media and such, with the GoFundMe and the donations on YouTube. Everybody just wants to get on YouTube and set up a Venmo and think they're going to be rich. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I don't think it works that way. So anyway, that's what I got for you here today on Operation Status Quo. Go fund yourself. Why don't you? Go fund yourself. I know it's not easy out there. I'm just saying it's easy to say, go get a job or something. I don't even mean it that way, because I would be the first to encourage people not to work at all, because I think most of the jobs out there are bullshit, waste of time jobs, right? So, I'm with you. We should all have more time for our friends, our family, and getting to know ourselves and being with nature. I mean, that's really should be the focal point of our life. But unfortunately, it's not, and that puts a lot of people in a bad situation. But, either way, that's all I'm saying today. I'm going to leave it like this because I'm just going to start rambling now. But, I just feel proud and strong all the time, no matter what, even if you're in a bad situation, and like good things, it'll happen, because if you're connecting in that way, everything in our life happens for a reason, to teach us something, or to help prompt us to the next step or another path or another way or whatever, right? So, that's what I got for you here today, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to help you here on Operation Status Quo for you to be the best you that you can be. In the meantime, go fund yourself. Right. Thanks for being with me here today on Operation Status Quo, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't done so already, please take the time to like, subscribe, share. That's absolutely free. So, I'm not asking for much. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe, share. Send it out to your friends, your family, those you love, and of course, those you despise as well. As you well know, and if you don't, you do now. I love each and every one of you out there individually as well as a group. God bless you. And until next time, Operation Status Quo, disengaged. By the way, have a nice weekend. Oh, I did it again. I hit that darn wrong button again. Why?